Hello everyone, welcome to episode 180 of SF Live. My name is Ben Hartley with Six Figure Photography and Style and Story Creative. What's going on Instagram, what's going on Facebook, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being here. I had a rough night. I'll tell you what, I feel like I'm a slightly disheveled. Probably 0 hours of sleep. One of my little boys, we got twins now. One of my boys was just not having it last night, and so it was just rocking chair and holding him the entire night. I digress. You guys, thank you so much for being here. The entire reason that SF Live exists, that I make these videos, is to help you guys grow your business, to show up, to give you the extra push, step of inspiration, direction, motivation. Sometimes it's really practical, and sometimes it's lots of rah-rah, right? I'm all about that. Really both kind of ends of the spectrum. And so you guys, thank you so much for being here. Look, we're 180 episodes in. If you have found value in any of this, right? Please, could you do me a favor and share this stuff? Like maybe it's this episode, maybe it's not, maybe it's a past one, right? And I want to encourage you guys to go back when you got some time and check out some of this stuff. There's been a lot of really great feedback. I read every email that I get from you guys, every Facebook message, every text. And so I'm so grateful when you guys shoot me a message and say, hey, thank you. It means the world to me. Your gratitude means the world to me. You guys, here we go. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's live. I love live content because I get to actually have a conversation with you guys. Let's see who's around here, if I can pull you guys up. All right. Who's here today? Awesome. Sharon, good to see you, Sharon. Emily, what's up? Danielle, Doug, 180, Amy. Good to see you guys. Mackenzie, hey, Mackenzie. Cody, good to see you here, my man. Song fires you up every time. Adam, glad you're here, dude. Brian, hey, Brian. You guys, here's the deal. I want to talk about the top 3 things that we've done to get a recent project that we did. It was a recent gig. It was a really big one. And this actually is not wedding photography that we're going to be talking about here today, but it could be. This could be senior portrait photography. This could be wedding photography. This could be commercial video production. This could be commercial photography. I need to kind of back up and tell you guys a little story. So we run a full-time photography studio here called Style and Story Creative. We're based out of Columbus, Ohio. We also have a video production company. It's another thing that we do. We've got a commercial video production company. Not very many people know that we do that. And so I see this happen all the time. I get emails about this. I see it happen in the groups. And to be honest, this is something that I also believed when I first started out. It's the belief that in order to get started, in order to actually get a paying client, in order to get the project, in order to get the gig, in order to charge enough, you've got to have some idea of like the setup. You know, I need to have that 70 to 200. I need to be shooting on a Red Epic, not a 5D Mark III. I need to have the 50 millimeter 1.2 Canon L lens, you know, before I'll be considered a professional photographer. And this is the belief that so many of us wrestle with on the daily. We used to have an employee here at Style and Story Creative, and it was one of the things that we butted heads on is his inability to actually move forward unless he was using his idea of what the gear needed to be. It had to be this certain thing. It had to be a Red Epic. It had to be a cinema camera. We just got done shooting a commercial video project for a really amazing national brand. We're super excited about what we've been able to produce for them. And we just wrapped up the production of it, and I shot it off to a few of my friends, the edit, and everyone came back being like, oh my God, it looks so good. What did you shoot it on? What did you shoot it on? And it brought so much joy to my face to be able to say, we shot the commercial video production, you know, it's like a 30K project on a mirrorless crop sensor camera with a single 35 millimeter prime lens. It was a total setup of probably like $1,500, right? And this is the thing that we need to understand. Your gear, it's not going to separate you. It's not going to make you stand out against everyone else, right? Having the better, like, I understand it. It helps, but it's not going to be the differentiator. It's not what's going to get you the project. When we bid it up against to get this project, we were bidding up against humongous companies in Columbus, you guys, massive companies that have all the stuff. They had all the moves. They had all the equipment. They had all the gear. They had the reel to show it all, and we beat them. And there's 3 reasons why. The 3 things that will trump gear every single time is number 1, creative storytelling. It's not just creativity for creativity's sake. It's not me going out and making the most creative image for myself, but it's creative storytelling. And the difference is this: creative storytelling is client focused. Creative storytelling is their brand focused. And if we're talking about a wedding session or a portrait session, it's the client's focus first. But it's approaching your client's story and how do you now tell it in a creative way. It's not going, I'm going to go ahead and backlight all the shots and I'm going to go with a tilt shift 24 millimeter all the way across town and make this huge epic sky. Maybe it is if that's their story, but it's creative storytelling. It's one of the things that we did incredibly well, and it ties closely into number 3. But so number 1, creative storytelling. Number 2 is this: relationship. What's the ROI of empathy, of relationship, of being able to walk into a room and look someone in the eye and be able to carry a conversation, to pick up the phone, to be able to know how to carry yourself? You guys, this is probably the number 1, really. This is like endlessly important. If you want to stand out from all of the other schmucks who keep emailing, who keep hiding behind their cell phones and their texts and their emojis and their Facebook messages, that's how you do it. Right? The ROI of relationship, you can't put a number on it, you guys. So number 1, creative storytelling, not just creativity for creativity's sake, but creative storytelling for the end goal of the client. Number 2 is relationship. And number 3 is just effing going out and executing and doing. Too often, you guys don't do shit. You don't do anything because you're scared, because you're worried, because all you got is your iPhone. You don't got the 5D Mark IV, and you're not making live content. You're not making videos because you're not doing. Go out and do. The way that we got this project, you guys understand this, the way that we got this project, when I say creative storytelling, I also mean creative storytelling, but we did the work first. We put up all of the work up front. I talk a lot about providing value to leads first. We provided so much value to this lead before they were a client, before they hired us. We did all the work up front that it made saying yes to us so much easier. I'm talking about actually creating an entire storyboard, handwritten storyboard that gave a perfect execution of what the idea, what the creative storytelling was going to be. I'm talking about leading up to the project. We actually filmed stuff, you guys. We filmed stuff to put into our reel for free. We did free work, spec work, to put into our reel just to get this client. You guys, when I graduated college, there was an opening at a production studio. And I had never done a video production studio, and they had focused in on animation and motion graphics. You guys, the way that I ended up getting that job was learning motion graphics and creating a video that showed, After Effects, that showed motion graphics ahead of time. I put in the work. I actually executed ahead of time. I provided essentially value to leads before they hired me. These 3 things, you guys, this is what you need to do. If you want to stand out, if you want to win in business, it's not your gear. It's not the next lens. It's not the next piece of equipment, right? It's creative storytelling, it's relationships, and it's putting in the work. It's doing, it's executing. Get over yourself, get over your fear, and start executing even with this. Go and execute, you guys. Make shit. All right. That's my rant. I mean, this is it. Like, this is what it looks like to win in a creative business in 2017. It's those 3 things, okay? Cool. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Tomorrow's Friday. You guys, tomorrow is Q&A Friday. It's been a while since I've done Q&A Friday. The way this works is I want to answer questions. I want to field your questions, give real-time responses. It's a really fun way to kind of put me on the spot. I enjoy just the dialogue that occurs from that. There's already been a bunch of questions that have hit the inbox, but I will always prioritize live questions. We're going to do this at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock EST is going to be Q&A Friday. Please be here, you guys. Ask questions. I just want to talk. These can be personal questions, business, life balance, getting new clients to the door, pricing, packaging, positivity, life, whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it. You guys, for those of you who aren't already on the newsletter, please join me here. A lot of people have already said it, but this is where the best content drops. Okay, you guys, go to sixfigurephotography.com/newsletter, and this is where you're going to get pretty much everything that's on the horizon up front first, and a lot of exclusive content there. Thank you guys. You mean the world to me. We'll see you tomorrow. Instagram, we out. Bye, guys.